what personal habits have you exercised over decades to keep your body, mind in shape so you can perform at such a high level? And I will say, I know personally, I'm 25, and there are periods at which I've fallen out of shape physically. When I fell out of shape physically, my mind went with it. The whole being within me is connected. And when one thing is going wrong, other aspects go wrong. Fitness to me is of the utmost importance, as is good health in general, which is something you're helping people with by being a surgeon.
Absolutely.
So for me, I exercise a lot. I stretch a lot. I eat the right foods. I sleep. I try to sleep 8 hours a night, and I'm pretty successful at that. What about you?
Well, ditto, really. The thing is, of course, I'm much older than you, but the point is that I have learned in life that sort of it's an up and down situation, and you will get to points where you may perhaps don't exercise enough, et cetera, et cetera. But the key is to understand that the human body is a machine that needs to work. It's like if you have the most beautiful car in the world and you put it in the garage, it's going to die. It's going to fall apart.
It'll get dust, the oil might become thin and leak out. And when you try to take it for a spin, you can't see because the windshield's covered with dust and the engine gives out.
And we are all perishable. See, this is the other important thing, that we are made of perishable things, whether it's an engine that has rubber gaskets that get old and crack and the engine doesn't work. Our rubber gaskets get old and crack as well.
Yeah.
And so the point is, you have to keep this machine rolling, working.
Yeah.
And so, unfortunately, for some reason, as we get more sophisticated, we keep this machine working, but not the rest of it.
Right, we're not forced to move.
Yeah, but this machine is only part of the other machine. So it's important, I think, to exercise. It's important. I mean, again, just for me, I've never had alcohol, not because of my culture, not because of religion, not because of anything, but because I didn't want to do it, or I never smoked, and so forth. And these are not really meant. I don't mean to say that things I do should be the way people should be, but at some point, people, I think, need to. Or I came to a point where I said, these are the things I don't want to do. And this is what I have to do to be able to do what makes me happy, which is to be a good doctor, a good husband, a good father, and a good person. Those are all, if you're ailing, it's hard to give to people. And that's what happens. I mean, that is really the sad thing that you see. And in my profession is high stress, long hours, lots of things. The key to this profession, and it sounds so simple, are really two things. One is you have to love your patients, not because it makes them feel good, which it does, but because it makes you feel good. It gives you a reason to do what you do. It doesn't matter if you do great surgery if you don't love the patient that you operate on. And then the second thing is you got to love yourself. You got to be able to be in a position where you can sit with someone and be credible. Man, if I sit with someone and I talk to them about their health and I'm not healthy, it's not credible. And that's the truth.